Welcome to Make Life Smart. The age of personal flight didn't arrive with a headline. It arrived one machine at a time, quietly, persistently, until suddenly there are 10 of them and none of them feel like science fiction anymore. A stand-up eVTOL steered by gravity and body weight, a commercial autonomous air taxi already certified and carrying passengers, a jet-powered hoverboard that crossed the English Channel. 10 flying machines you won't believe exist. All of them do. Let's go. Number 1. The world's first stand-up gravity-controlled eVTOL, and you steer it by shifting your body weight. The CoolFly is a personal eVTOL platform that the pilot stands on. No seat, no joystick, no conventional controls, steered entirely through body weight distribution and gravitational shift, the way a skilled surfer reads a wave or a skateboarder navigates a curve. Lean forward, it moves forward. Shift your weight left, it banks left. The control system reads the pilot's body position in real time and translates it into rotor adjustments that execute the intended movement with the kind of immediacy that makes the experience feel like an extension of your body rather than a machine you're operating. The vertical takeoff and landing capability means no runway, no infrastructure, just a flat surface and the sky above it. Stand on it, lean to steer, the eVTOL that flies the way your body moves. Number 2. A commercial autonomous eVTOL that is already certified, already operating, and already carrying passengers. The air taxi future arrived without announcing itself. The EH216-S holds a distinction that no other personal air vehicle in this list can claim: type certification from a national civil aviation authority for commercial passenger operations. That regulatory milestone separates the EH216-S from every impressive prototype and promising concept in the eVTOL space and places it in the category of vehicles that are actually, legally, commercially flying people today. The two-seat autonomous cabin requires no pilot. The aircraft is operated remotely and navigates autonomously along pre-programmed routes with human oversight from a ground control station. The passenger's only job is to get in and arrive. The propulsion system, 16 rotors across 8 arms, provides the redundancy that autonomous passenger aviation requires. Multiple rotor failures can be tolerated without compromising safe flight. Commercial operations have launched in multiple countries, with tourism, medical transport, and urban air mobility routes all in active development. Certified, autonomous, already flying passengers. The air taxi that isn't coming, it's here. Number 3. A single-seat flying vehicle you can buy, own, and fly without a pilot's license. Personal aviation just became genuinely accessible. The RYSE Recon is the eVTOL that made personal aviation feel reachable for the first time, because the barrier it removed wasn't just technical, it was regulatory. The Recon operates under ultra-light vehicle rules in the US, meaning no pilot's license is required to fly one legally. 8 propellers arranged for stability and redundancy, with a flight control system that handles the complexity of staying airborne so the pilot focuses on where they're going rather than how they're getting there. Top speed around 60 kilometers per hour with flight time around 25 minutes. Last mile transport, farm access, property inspection, emergency reach across terrain that ground vehicles can't navigate. RYSE built a working machine available for purchase today. Not a demonstration vehicle, not a reservation list for something arriving in 3 years. No pilot's license, 8 rotors, electric. Personal flight with a price tag right now. Number 4. A jet-powered hoverboard that a human being actually rides, and the person who built it crossed the English Channel on it. The Zapata Flyboard Air is the flying machine that stopped the world when it appeared publicly. Frankie Zapata standing on a board, no seat, no harness, no cockpit, hovering, accelerating, banking through turns on pure jet thrust from kerosene-fed turbines beneath the platform. The control system reads body position and weight shifts to translate natural movement into directional flight. Altitude, speed, and direction all managed through posture rather than controls. The turbines generate enough thrust for altitudes over 3,000 meters and speeds exceeding 150 kilometers per hour. Zapata crossed the English Channel. That fact alone ends every conversation about whether it's real. jet thrust, no cockpit, aboard, the sky, and the courage to step on it. Number 5. A personal flying vehicle that assembles from a kit, registers as an ultralight, and puts you in open sky today. The Jetson ONE ships in a kit, assembles in a day, and gives a person real recreational flight in an open single-seat multi-rotor that makes the experience visceral rather than enclosed. No cockpit walls between you and the altitude, just a seat, a roll cage, and the world below you. Flight time around 20 minutes. Top speed around 100 kilometers per hour. A joystick interface that manages direction and altitude while the avionics handle rotor stability automatically, meaning the learning curve to first flight is measured in hours rather than months. Jetson ONE sold out its first production runs almost immediately, which answers the question of whether people want personal flying vehicles when they become genuinely available. Kit built, pilot owned, open air, 20 minutes of flight that feels like nothing else. Number 6. A flying speeder bike, and it looks exactly like the movies promised it would. The Volonaut Airbike is a single-rider hover bike built around the idea that flight should feel like riding. The pilot sits astride it the way you'd sit on a motorcycle. Handlebars for directional control, a thrust system beneath the frame generating lift, and the stability system managing the hovering physics automatically. The design makes no attempt to look like conventional aviation equipment, because it isn't conventional aviation equipment. It's a personal flying vehicle for people who want to move through space the way riders move, with their body, with intention, with the relationship to motion that a motorcycle creates and the cockpit never quite replicates. Current demonstration flights show meaningful maneuverability at low altitude, terrain crossing capability that ground vehicles can't match. Hoverbike, real, flying, the speeder bike that childhood promised finally exists. Number 7. A 5-seat piloted eVTOL aircraft, and Archer built it for the city-to-city routes that currently belong to short-haul airlines. The Archer Midnight is a full-size electric air taxi designed for commercial passenger operations at a scale that 2-seat personal aviation vehicles can't serve. 5 seats, a pilot, routes that connect city centers, suburban hubs, and regional destinations, and travel times that make the alternative, driving, parking, and navigating ground traffic, an increasingly difficult comparison to justify. The tilt-rotor design enables vertical takeoff and landing while transitioning to efficient fixed-wing cruise, the configuration that makes meaningful range possible without sacrificing the infrastructure-free operations that eVTOL promises. United Airlines has placed orders. The FAA certification pathway is active. Midnight is building toward the commercial operations that are designed to launch this decade. 5 seats, city routes, the air taxi that's building toward commercial reality. Number 8. EHang's next-generation long-range pilotless passenger eVTOL, and the range changes what autonomous air transport can actually connect. The EHang VT35 extends what EHang's already certified EH216-S established, autonomous passenger flight without a pilot, into a longer-range platform that connects destinations the short-range model can't reach. The tilt-rotor configuration is the engineering key, vertical takeoff and landing capability combined with a transition to fixed-wing cruise that dramatically improves efficiency and extends the range envelope beyond the multi-rotor architecture's practical limits. For the medical transport, emergency response, and regional connectivity applications that EHang has been developing, range is the variable that determines how useful autonomous air vehicles actually are. The VT35 pushes that variable significantly further. EHang's regulatory track record with the EH216-S gives the VT35 a credible pathway to certification that most long-range eVTOL programs don't yet have. Long-range, pilotless, built on a certified foundation, autonomous aviation going further. Number 9. A personal air vehicle designed for people who've never thought of themselves as pilots. And Pivotal built the on-ramp that personal aviation was always missing. The Pivotal Helix is a single-seat enclosed multi-rotor with an interface designed to make flight accessible to people outside traditional aviation entirely. Avionics that handle stability, software that manages rotor dynamics, and controls that respond to the pilot's intent, rather than requiring precise technical inputs. Pivotal has worked with regulators in multiple countries to develop a certification pathway that doesn't require a traditional pilot's license, opening personal flight to a population that the existing aviation licensing system has always excluded by complexity and cost. The enclosed cockpit provides weather protection that open-frame designs don't, making the Helix practical for the kind of regular short-distance personal transport that recreational open-air vehicles can only serve when conditions cooperate. The target use cases are grounded in real utility: short commutes, property access, emergency response support, which gives the Helix a reason to exist beyond the experience of flight itself. Enclosed, licensed for non-pilots, built for real daily use. Personal flight finally has an on-ramp. Number 10. A hybrid electric VTOL that combines the best of electric and conventional propulsion, and the combination solves the range problem that pure electric aviation hasn't cracked yet. The Ascendance ATEA uses a hybrid propulsion architecture, electric motors for the vertical takeoff and landing phases where efficiency is less critical and silence and zero local emissions are most valuable, combined with a hybrid power system for cruise that extends range significantly beyond what a fully electric configuration can currently sustain. The practical result is a VTOL aircraft that doesn't compromise on the infrastructure-free operations that make the eVTOL category compelling. No runway, no ground infrastructure required, while delivering the range that makes it useful for the regional transport routes that short-range electric VTOLs can't serve yet. Hybrid propulsion, VTOL capability, range that pure electric can't match yet. Thanks for watching Make Life Smart. Subscribe and stay ahead.